Good morning guys, and I'm in North Wales. Travelled 3.5 hours to get to this location, and I've been here once before, but I want to explore it a bit more. And we've round the back side of Snowdon. Snowdon's up there, but it's covered in mist, so we're not going to see any of that. I've come to a linn that's down here, and I think it's called Linnigada. I'll put it up because I wouldn't have said it right. Like I say, I've been here before. Now, there's two reasons why I've come to this place very quickly. One, just in case I walk that way, up the pathway towards Snowdon. I was going to walk halfway up if the weather was right. The weather's not right for that. So my second option was, or my other option I should say, not my second, was to come to this lake. And if it was misty, I was hoping it was going to be frostier than what it is. No frost at all, even though it's cold. But to get some nice reflections on this lake, and then probably walk a little bit into the woodland behind it. That's the plan. Got about a 10-minute walk round to the lake itself. I'm not far from the lake, but what I want to photograph is probably a 10-minute walk round. So yeah, that is it at the moment. Yeah, Snowdon would be right behind me there, but like I say, not today, it's not, but hopefully it'll clear up a little bit, and if it is and I've got some energy, I might just go a walk back up that way when I've done. So see you in a little while. I've been walking 2 minutes, and I already knew there were some boats here from last time. Well, I knew the one boat. There's actually 5 or 6 little rowing boats, which I'm going to get a photo of in a minute. But as I was walking down, I seen an heron fly, and he stood on a rock with the perfect reflection. So at the moment I'm trying to capture this beautiful heron sitting there on the rock, but out at the full length of my long lens. The heron's probably 100 yards away. So I've gone 10-second timer, ISO 400, f6.3, 1/25th of a second. What a result that is. First on, the reflections are absolutely beautiful, and it's perched on this one rock that's sitting in the water. Yes, what an absolute result straight away. I didn't expect to be photographing wildlife this morning. Wasn't my intention at all. So, literally, I'm a yard away from the image with the heron up on the rock there. So we've got 1 or 2 old boats, but obviously some of them are still in working order. The wooden boats, so they're rotting away. And I position this first one in the sort of pointing towards the bottom left-hand third of the image. And then we have got another one in the mid-ground of the image, and then the mountain range in the background with that nice haze and mist over the top of the mountain there, which I should be able to bring a little bit of detail out in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bracket the shot, I think. We can't see much of the lake from where I am. I might even try higher now and see if I can get sort of more of the lake in, because we're getting that lovely reflection of the mountain range behind you, and I think it actually might work a bit better. So let me come up a bit. So I've come right up, just repositioning it and refocusing. I'm focusing right on the bow of the first boat, so it's right below me there. And we're seeing a few more reflections in that lake here. So it might actually work a bit better, and we've got sort of a leading line at the edge coming out as well, so I think that does actually work better. I'm not going to go over these images, all these images of these boats. I'll just put them up at the end of this little session here. But I've got this one on the bottom left hand corner. I've changed my lens to my 24-70 and I put the polarizer on, just to take a little bit of that glare off the foreground of the lake here. But we've got that lovely edge of lake that's weaving through, the boat on the left hand side, and then we've got an island on the right hand side and a lovely background, and it's looking great, and the heron's still there. So yeah, I'm going to work this for another 10-15 minutes and then we'll move on. This is exactly what I've travelled 3.5 hours for. Besides a bit of mist. I wanted a bit more mist and maybe some frost, but this will do. This will do. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Look what we got here. Let me come pan you around behind me. Look at all these trees. Do they look unbelievable or what? They're on a marshland, so it's really boggy. But because it's been dry for a while, I'm okay to stand on it. I've got to try and photograph some of these trees. They're absolutely stunning. Look at them. Just look at them. Oh, they've half dead trees, all different gnarly shapes. Oh my God. Okay, I think I'm gonna get my camera out. Put you there. I'm gonna get the camera out, try and get some comps of these trees. I could spend a good half an hour here, if not more. Oh yes, I've been here before and I never really spotted these trees. We've walked around and gone into this little pocket of woodland here, which is extremely interesting. It's got some lovely grass on the bottom there, but this is something else. I've got to get some of this. Okay. Okay, I think it's going to be difficult. I've got a tree out sticking out my head. yeah, I think it's going to be quite difficult to separate them. The one I can obviously separate is the one furthest well, nearest the lake, and I think I need the lake in here. So I'm going to go walk down there and try and get an image of that. Still a really nice. So this one's extremely interesting, but I can't seem to separate it enough. So we'll walk down there. Very boggy, very marshy as we get further down, so we'll have to be careful where we're going. But what a find. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself because I can't seem to find anything. I think it needs a bit more mood, a bit more, probably to be extremely foggy or some nice light on it. It's just a bit too dull for these trees, and then we'll probably separate them or something like that. But at the moment I'm struggling. So we're going to move into that crop of woodland just here, see if we can find out here, and then I'm going to carry on walking around, which last time I only come to this little crop here. It was more of a little scouting mission a couple of years ago, so I've always meant to come back, and I have today. So yeah, so we'll walk over there. In patches the ground is extremely wet, so I'm trying to keep on the top of the clumps of grasses here. So the water's gone extremely still again. We did have a little bit of ripple earlier on, but it's gone still again. So let's get over there. Let's see if we can get some nice reflections of the mountain range behind, and maybe a nice foreground interest. I've been a scout round, just around the edge here, and took a couple images. This beautiful, beautiful landscape with this nice still water. It is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I think as the day goes on, it could really improve more and more, because we might just get the odd pocket of light later on with a bit of luck, because it does look as if it's starting to just gradually break up. So I'm going to move on. We'll move on round, have another look, see if we can find anything else, and wait for that light to change as well. But I'm quite interested to see what the woodland's like around here, so we'll go walk around here. Right, I'll put them images up now, and then I'll catch you a bit further on. So I've walked into the woods a little bit, and look what we come across, all this moss. But I find it very hard to see a composition at the moment. But I'm going to have a go at some point. But I think I'm going to carry on walking for a little bit, see what's around a few corners, and probably work my way back and see if I can get some of this. Absolutely, I've never seen an area so mossy, but it's so dense. The woodland is so dense. It'd be, if there was a real good mist in there, it'd be absolutely stunning. I'll try and find something when I'm walking down, but we'll see. But this area has got extreme potential. It is absolutely stunning, and we've in the shadow of Snowdon. So okay, let's carry on walking. I can't get the moss to work. Just can't get any composition that I really like. It's just not the right day for it, I don't think. But for another day, could be a belter. Maybe I need to explore it a little bit more, but I'm starting to get a little bit tired now, so I'm gonna meander back. I found my moss shot. It's quite a nice little area, and I think what helps is I'm on the other side of the path. The woodland basically is this side, but then you got this little bit of wood, and then we've got this open area beyond, then the mountain range up there. So the light's being able to come through and cast its just that nice ambient light, and that's what we're missing in that dark deep part of that woodland there. What I like about this image is we've got this rock and we've got the moss coming over. It's 3/4 covered, but we've got some fingers of moss coming over, and then to the right hand side we've got this absolutely stunning tree that's covered in moss, and then because we've got this little bit of light, it's separating everything, so the rock's quite dark, but the light's casting on the tree behind, and it looks really nice. So I've set up quite low down, and I might try up high in a minute and see if that works better, but I want to try and capture these fingers coming over, and I think the only way I can really do that is getting low, but we'll see. I mean, it does look, not from my eyes view, it looks quite nice from here, so it could actually work. I've cleaned the scene a little bit, the 1-2 branches in the way, bracketed the shot, and it's very nice indeed. So I think I'm gonna just right, yeah, I think I'll lose probably about there, might be okay. If I move too far to the left, I don't get any separation between the rock. It might be better off about there. So if I can come another leg out. Quite wide. This rock comes from the left hand bottom corner of the image, leads you through into this, like I said, this beautiful mossy tree, and then we've got this mossy sort of backdrop. I've sort of got rid of, because I've come up a little bit higher, I've also got rid of that bit of skyline. There's still a little bit, but it's so dense behind it doesn't matter. The only other thing I've got is whether I go even wider. Yeah, it might be too much of an element. I've got another rock, but I think it's going to probably distract from the main subject. So let's focus on the foreground of this rock. F11. Ground's very soft. Bracket shot. There we go. Oh, what a beautiful day. Well, some rocks here. Wow. A little bit of a memorial to a nan and a gran. Bless them. Just going to scout this edge a little bit more so if I can find another few comps. And then I'm going to head back to the van. And then I don't know what my plan is, to be honest. But what a beautiful day I've had. Beautiful morning. Why have it took so long to come back here? It's beautiful. Let me just put my hat on because it's going a little bit chilly again while I keep stopping. So I've walked around the edge, not far, and I've got this image, and it's the perfect image. If you was going to draw something or paint something, this would be the scene you paint. It's absolutely beautiful. But what makes it for me is, let me describe everything else of the image and then the little extra little bit. So we've got this line of rocks and the shoreline coming around from the bottom right hand corner, and it runs across the image, sort of into the mid ground of the image. And then we've got this rock formation with loads of moss on and this beautiful tree that's on it, that's sort of near enough on the edge, this rocks. And then the lake follows itself around, and then we've got the mountain range in the background, which is the cap of the mountain. It's just got a little bit of mist on, so it's a beautiful, peaceful scene. But the extra element is, on the tree is a little sign saying no fishing, private, and it looks like it's been there for years, and it just tells the story. It tells everything about it. The whole, like I say, if you was going to design a painting, all the elements are there. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I bracketed the shot f16, focused on the sign, and I think it's an absolutely stunning image, and I also think it's probably going to work portrait. So let's have a go. Have I had one fantastic morning or what? I'm absolutely beat though. I started out at 5:30 this morning. It's 12:30 now, 3.5 hour drive. But I think I've done with this area for now. I'll definitely be back. Some old ruined buildings just here as well, which will be interesting to photograph in the right light and atmosphere. Look at this. I pointed you here. We can't quite see, the trees are in the way, but Snowdon's just up the back there. There's a couple of walks. There's the Ranger's path, which runs up there, and there's this other path which I struggle to pronounce, which is just by the there's a car park there. There's a little train stop there, and you can park there and walk from there. I'll put it up anyway. But and I'm hoping to meet some other photographers in the next month or so up here, and because it's a place I've always wanted to walk up to. But until then, thanks for watching. It's a super place to come to, very easy, footpath all the way around as well, so it's quite easy accessible. Just a couple of gates to go by, to be honest. So yeah, be great for I can't see any reason why you couldn't have wheelchair access, to be honest with you. Certainly to the pathway. Obviously if you come off the pathway, things will be a little bit difficult, but it's still an easy location to get to, and it's absolutely stunning. So until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.